What's up guys, my name is Sion and I want to welcome you to my corner. This is my second video and I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for the incredible reception I got on the first one. I honestly didn't expect it to turn out that well, and I truly appreciate those of you who took the time to leave a comment and drop a like or even subscribe to the channel. Your support motivates me to keep going, so let's see how far we can get with this. Now let's jump into today's topic. With the 2025 Royal Rumble still fresh in our minds, I started thinking about the so-called Ironmen and Ironwomen of the Rumble match. Those superstars who managed to survive for long stretches, often lasting until the last entrants arrive. We have seen performances like Chris Jericho in 2017, Gunther in 2023, and on the women's side, Roxanne Perez on this year. But today I'm not here to talk about those who were recognized for their endurance. Instead, I want to highlight the forgotten ones. The superstars who, despite lasting a long time in the match, never managed to eliminate a single opponent. So, let's dive into the 10 Royal Rumble participants who spent most time in the ring without scoring an elimination. Since his debut, despite his Monster Hill appearance and several attempts to portray Mike Knox as a menace, fans never truly saw him that way, and the company quickly gave up on the idea. His Royal Rumble participation in 2009 is the perfect example of this. Entering at number 12, he's faced top superstars like Rey Mysterio, The Undertaker and Triple H, but his performance can be summarized as either struggling with other competitors or simply lying in the ring. Ultimately, his elimination didn't leave much of an impact, as he was thrown out alongside Rey Mysterio by the just entered number 30 in the Big Show after lasting 32 minutes and 42 seconds. During his nearly 2-decade run in the WWE, The Miz has accomplished everything, becoming a 2-time Grand Slam champion and winning Money in the Bank twice. However, he has also often been used to make other superstars look stronger, putting him on both sides of the story. At times, he can drastically shift from one role to the other, as seen in his Royal Rumble 2017 performance, which came after one of the best years of his career in 2016. Entering at number 15, The Miz spent most of his time doing what he does best, taking punishment. Almost every superstar who entered after him hit him with their signature moves. Every time you saw him in the match, he was getting beaten down. He was finally eliminated by The Undertaker after 32 minutes and 44 seconds, just 2 seconds longer than on number 10. Since their split, it has been clear that Jey Uso has benefited more than his twin brother. Last year's Royal Rumble perfectly exemplifies this. Jey entered at number 1 while Jimmy followed at number 2. Both accumulated a respectable amount of time in the match, but Jey's single elimination spared him from making this list. The twins started the match by unleashing all the aggression they had been holding back for months. However, as the ring filled with more superstars, Jimmy's impact diminished. Aside from a few encounters with Jey and some failed attempts to form alliances with other superstars, he didn't have any standout moment. Ultimately, his run came to an end after 34 minutes and 9 seconds when Bron Breakker eliminated him. Jerry the King Lawler was one of the most decorated and featured wrestlers of the 1970s and 1980s, especially in the state of Memphis. However, by the time he joined WWF in the early 1990s, his full-time wrestling career was essentially over, leading him to focus primarily on commentary. While he did step into the ring occasionally, most of his in-ring appearances were not particularly significant in the grand scope of his career. One such appearance was in the 1996 Royal Rumble match. Entering at number 4, Lawler immediately attempted to eliminate the big man Henry Godwinn, but failed. Later in the match, he became the target of Jake the Snake Roberts, who brought out his infamous Python Damien. As Roberts unleashed his snake into the ring, causing most of the competitors to scatter, Lawler seized the opportunity to slip under the ring, hiding for nearly 30 minutes. However, his strategy ultimately failed, as eventual winner Shawn Michaels dragged him back into the ring and eliminated him. Lawler lasted 36 minutes and 2 seconds in the match, even though most of that time was hiding under the ring. Liv Morgan had a long journey to establish herself as a top competitor in the WWE's women's division. She went through a lot before finally securing her current position. However, 2022 was the year her luck began to change. This was when she started gaining more relevance and attention in the company. Yet, early in the year, that wasn't entirely evident. Her participation in the Royal Rumble serves as a perfect sample. Entering the match at number 6, she attempted to eliminate a fan favorite Sasha Banks, but, like many others on this list, eventually faded into the background. One of the few standout moments of her performance was a brief yet emotional reunion with her longtime friend, Sarah Logan, who made a surprise return during the match. However, their moment was quickly interrupted by the also returning Bella Twins, who eliminated both women from the match. In total, Liv lasted 37 minutes and 20 seconds before being eliminated. Bob Holly, or as most fans knew him, Hardcore Holly, was unfortunately never positioned as a top star in WWE, especially during his early years in the company. His appearance in the 1996 Royal Rumble was not a exception. Entering the match at number 5, he had a brief moment in the spotlight when he attacked Jerry the King Lawler. However, after that, he largely faded into the background, making no significant impact on the match. His only notable moment came when he was eliminated by the ringmaster Steve Austin. In total, Holly lasted 39 minutes and 35 seconds, but his participation remained largely unremarkable. Even though he's now one of WWE's top and most recognized superstars, Sami Zayn's first months in the main roster were challenging as he worked to earn his spot. This brings us back to the 2017 edition of the Royal Rumble. Entering at number 8, in just the second Rumble match of his career, Sami was immediately neutralized by the monster among men, Braun Strowman, as they were engaged in a vicious rivalry during the early months of that year. He spent the following minutes struggling with the difficult task of trying to eliminate Strowman, who was completely dominating the match. Eventually, thanks to a well-coordinated effort alongside Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin, they managed to take out the big men. However, unfortunately for Sami, this elimination was only credited to Corbin as he delivered the final blow to Strowman. After that moment, Sami faded into the background, spending most of his time down on the mat until he was finally eliminated by The Undertaker, ending his 46 minutes and 55 second run in the match. Naomi is one of those superstars who, despite reaching the top of the mountain a few times in their careers, are always there when needed. However, with few exceptions, her Royal Rumble appearances haven't been particularly remarkable. In the 2021 edition of the Royal Rumble, the only edition held without a live crowd, Naomi started the match alongside Bayley, entering at number 2. After a brief and unmemorable exchange between them, the ring began filling up with superstars, causing Naomi to fade into the background. She eventually became the target of an unusual alliance between Billie Kay and Jillian Hall, one of the most unexpected yet entertaining duos in the match. Something that often goes unnoticed is that Naomi has had her fair share of Kofi Kingston-style saves in the Rumble. In this match, she pulled off another creative escape when Bianca Belair nearly eliminated her. Naomi's body hit the ground, but she managed to keep her legs and feet off the floor, avoiding elimination. Then she used Bianca's long braid to pull herself back into the ring. Unfortunately, she couldn't pull off another miracle when Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler teamed up to toss her over the top rope, ending her run after an impressive 47 minutes and 39 seconds. Unfortunately, Ember Moon never reached the top during her WWE tenure, with few memorable moments in her main roster career. In the 2019 Royal Rumble, she entered the match at number 6. As expected, she made an impact in her early moments, delivering some of her signature moves to the competitors already in the ring. However, as the match progressed, she faded into the background, not contributing much beyond a brief moment where she was nearly eliminated by the hands of Sarah Logan. After that, her role was mostly limited to welcoming new entrants and taking their offense. Her run finally came to an end after an exchange with Alexa Bliss, who eliminated her. Ember lasted an impressive 52 minutes and 10 seconds in the match, but her time lacked any standout moments. Finally, we arrived at the reason that motivated me to make this video. Let's go back to the 2021 Royal Rumble held inside the Thunderdome, this time in the men's match. Randy Orton entered at number 2 alongside his bitter rival from the previous year, the returning Edge. Continuing the same level of brutality from their 2020 feud, they didn't even wait for the belt to start brawling outside the ring. Edge had the upper hand until number 3 Sami Zayn came to Orton's aid. Mustafa Ali entered at number 4, soon joined in, and the two worked together to beat down the rated R superstar. When number 5, Jeff Hardy entered, Randy had had enough and delivered RKO to everyone inside. However, this gave Edge an opening. He hit Orton with an execution on the announce table, followed by several brutal chair shots to the leg, leaving Orton unable to continue. This is where the trick with this participation comes in. Orton was taken out by referees before enter number 6 even made it into the ring, and he remained absent for the rest of the match. That is, until the very end. Just as Edge eliminated the final competitor, Seth Rollins, Orton suddenly reappeared, hit Edge with an RKO and attempted to steal the victory. However, Edge reversed it and eliminated Orton, securing his Royal Rumble win. And that's how Randy Orton set a record, lasting 58 minutes and 30 seconds in the Rumble without a single elimination, while spending less than 10 minutes actually inside the ring. And that's it for today's video. If you made it this far, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next one.